They say it's location, location, location. Or is it? Welcome back, friends. Happy Monday. So, like with a lot of my stories, it's going to seem like it's going to take me a while to get there. But hang with me, if you would. So, before I left Indy, I was reading Bicycle Retailer, which is an industry mag or rag. And there's always letters. After they will do a story, somebody will write a letter. And the previous issue, there had been a story about Mavic no longer doing neutral support at the Tour. And if you've ever watched the Tour, you know, those yellow cars were kind of synonymous with the Tour de France, the Mavic neutral support vehicles. So there was a letter written, and the story said, you know, I remember being there the year that Pantani won the Tour, and I remember riding in the Mavic neutral support vehicle, and it was signed this name. And I thought, now, how many guys that have that name were Mavic reps in the 90s? I mean, there can't be more than one. So I was like, I wonder if I still have his phone number. So sent him a text message, and a couple minutes later, I got the obvious response, you know, who is this? And I told him, and then a couple minutes later, my phone rang. And it had probably been a decade or more since I'd talked to him. He retired. And he said, well, he was living part of the year in Florida. And I said, well, you know, which part of Florida? He said, Naples. And I was like, really? Well, there's a really good chance that I'm going to be relocating to Naples. So anyway, he's down here now. Last week I met him for dinner, and it was nice, and we caught up, and, you know, we did what people do when, you know, their primary interaction has been business related. We talked about the bike business, and it got me thinking about the way the bike business used to be, which got me thinking about the blog post that I wrote a couple of weeks ago. And it got me thinking about the stores that I've worked in and where they were located. Because, you know, I think it's the common thought is that if you're going to have a retail store, it needs to be on a main drag. It needs to be easy to get to. It needs to be in and amongst all the other shopping. But I don't know that that's true anymore. I mean, it certainly doesn't hurt, but I think about the outdoor store, you know, skis in the winter and backpacking stuff in the summer, and that was in a, you know, basically a little village that got swallowed up by Indianapolis. It was not necessarily easy to get to, but there were homes and other businesses, and, you know, most of the shopping was done on foot. You would park in a location and then, you know, walk around and do your shopping and eat or do whatever you wanted to do. And there was a sense of community, which I don't really know that I thought that much about. And I don't know this for a fact, but I would guess that the idea that there was the opportunity to have some community went into the guys at Tinker Coffee when they bought that building. You know, it was in the Riverside neighborhood, which used to be kind of a nice neighborhood that went through some kind of bad times, and then it was kind of on the way up. And I have to think that they saw an opportunity, or hoped there would be an opportunity to have some sort of community in and around, you know, their business. And, you know, just by, I mean, blind ass luck, if I'm really honest, I rented this space in Naples with, I mean, it was a wing and a prayer. I saw a couple of not so great photographs. I looked at the map. I saw where it was. I mean, I nearly rented it before I ever set foot in it, just because of the lack of, properties that were available to rent that I was comfortable paying, But as I've been there and as I've explored, kind of walked around the area, I mean, there is a community. There's some apartments, around the property. There's a rec center. I mean, you can practically see it from the store. And I've been doing some lap swimming there a couple mornings a week. Around the corner, there's the brewery and there's a bagel shop there. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, best damn bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, I mean, I think I've ever had. Not great for this girlish figure, but, I can order it on my phone, walk out the door. By the time I get there, the bag's sitting there waiting for me. The same people are in there every day. Same with the brewery. If I go in the opposite direction, there's a coffee roaster. I think it's, at this point, I'm just destined to be close to coffee roasters now. I'm that guy. All very nice people. And there's this sense that I'm not just sitting there alone in my little bike shop. And I don't know that I've ever really thought about that before, because it's not the traditional location. I mean, I'm adjacent to 41, which is the kind of main drag that goes up and down the coast, and that's where all the shopping is, but I'm not on that main thoroughfare. You have to dip off in order to get into the spot where I am. But yet, I think there's more personality, and it's certainly nicer being able to walk around, not being on the main drag. Is that making sense? Like I said, I've never really thought about it before, but I think between that and the internet, why would you want to be, on a busy highway paying 3 times the rent? I just don't know. I don't know. So, different topic. I did something that I've never done before, which is I added a coupon on my website for free shipping. There are some restrictions, obviously. I'll put the link in the show notes, the description of the video. Hopefully that'll add a little ho, ho, ho to the holidays. And also Zero Shoes, who I'm a recent affiliate, is doing their holiday sale. And there's a special link there. The shoes are 12 to 70% off. So if you have thought that you might want to try a more minimalist barefoot shoe, that link will be down in the description as well. If you have thoughts, obviously put them in the comments. I love to hear from you. I hope everything is going well. I'm not saying this to gloat or to rub it in, but it's hot. It's a hot one here in South Florida today. I hope something good happens to you today. Till next time, be nice, work hard, ride bikes, play music when you can. I'll talk to you soon.